For our ankle soft tissue work, we're going to start off pinning it in the back of the calf, putting the weight on it. I can also cross over to put more weight. I can work more to the outside. I can shift more to the inside and work there across. Now, at some point, I'm going to hit a spot where it's tight, there's soreness. I'm going to hold on that spot, work pedals, pulling the toe up, pushing the gas pedal down, and then I'm also going to use this position with the foot propped up to work my ankle range of motion. So kind of that ankle axial movement, I'm going to roll, slow and controlled, as big circle as I can make, and then reverse it, take it in the other direction, pointing the toe down on the way down, pulling the toe up as far as it'll go on the way up, working that full ankle range of motion. After completing work on the calf, you can use a lacrosse ball. Works really well if I have any tightness in the anterior tibialis, or that muscle that runs on the outside of the shin. I can press this into it and also work that part of the lower leg. I'm going to work a wall ankle dorsiflexion exercise. The key to this is that I'm keeping my heel and my whole foot flat on the ground, and I'm driving my body weight down using the wall as leverage. So I'm working the left leg here. That's going to be my back leg. I'm going to drop the knee over the toe using the wall to help press it down. And now with the knee over the toe, I'm actually going to try to lift up my big toe, keeping the foot flat, and I'm smashing tension and pressure into the ankle joint. I'll then relax, reset, press the knee over the toe, foot's flat on the ground, and lifting that big toe up, pressing into the ankle joint for 5 slow and controlled seconds. This is a band ankle dorsiflexion variation, similar to the exercise that you could do on the wall with just body weight, but the band is really going to help lock my heel back down into the ground. So I'm setting up in a staggered stance. My focus is on the back leg. I'm going to sit down and drive the knee over the toe. The band is helping to lock the heel, and I'm going to try to lift the big toe, even if it's just a centimeter into the air, and hold the tension, and then relax and reset. Driving back down, pressing the knee over the toe, holding the tension, lifting the big toe up, heel is locked to the ground, and relax. Once I complete this, I can also work some range of motion forward into the ankle. So from here, I'm going to have to use this leg to help me balance. I'm going to come up onto the big toe and relax it back down, under control. Lift up, controlled on the way back down. Up, slow and controlled coming down to work some range of motion in the opposite direction. This is a band 4-way ankle strength series. Great exercises to build some strength in all different directions through the ankle joint. And so we're going to start. The band is in a circle. My foot is in the middle. I'm going to take the band, wrap it around, pull it here, and now it's tied around my leg. From this position, I'm going to pull the band around, lined up, so it kind of locks around over the ankle bone, and now it wedges my foot toward the inside. Now I open against that resistance, control it on the way back. Open, control it on the way back. Working full range of motion against the resistance of the band. I do the same thing, but I just take it here to the other side. So now I wrap it back around to the other side of the ankle, and now it's pulling me to the outside, and I'm working in. So now I've hit the second direction as I'm working through this ankle inversion and eversion. I will now unwrap the ankle joint, double loop the band so I have a little bit more tension, press it here into the balls of the feet, and now I'm really just working a calf raise, controlled on the way back, pushing down into the gas pedal into that plantar flexion position. To complete it, I can use a partner or loop the band to work from the other side. I now have tension on the band. Band is going around the laces. It helps if you can elevate the foot. So now I'm into this position with tension, elevated, and I'm pulling back into dorsiflexion, bringing the toes toward the shins. Good. Split squat iso with an ankle raise. I'm going to work into a 90-90 split squat position, so 90 degrees here, 90 degrees here. I'm holding the split squat isometrically at the bottom, about 20 to 30 seconds, but while doing so, I'm going to press into the front foot, controlling it on the way up and down. So I have to stabilize and get movement through the foot, through the ankle, as a part of the isometric hold in the exercise. This is a good ankle walk series that we can use in a dynamic warm-up or just to work some ankle strengthening. We're going to start off with a heel-to-toe roll or heel-to-toe bounce. So I'm going to strike heel to toe and just roll all the way up through the feet, finishing up on the toes each time. The next one that I'm going to do is a heel walk. So I'm set up from this position, I'm pulling the toes up, and I'm walking on the heels, holding the contraction into dorsiflexion. The final one that we're going to work out of this ankle walk series, called a tiptoe lunge. So for the tiptoe lunge, I'm going to take a step into a lunge, but I'm on the balls of my feet, trying to keep my big toes in the ground, and now I'm walking without letting the heel hit the ground in the lunge, so I have to stabilize through the foot and the ankle. This ankle balance and stability work, we're going to work it out of two different positions. The first one being the low position. So I'm set up, I'm going to claw, grip my big toes into the ground so my full foot's down there for balance. Squat down and hold from the low position. I'm going to hold this for about 30 seconds. After completing it there, I'm also going to work the balance and stability from a tall position or a high position. So now, locking the glute on the down leg, holding up here on the hip flexor. I'm working my arms into a good arm action position, and I'm going to hold this high position for 30 seconds as well. After becoming proficient with single leg balance, the next step would be single leg jumps or single leg hops to start off. We're going to focus on the landing position, so balance on one leg, hop, and stick, really working to control the balance in each landing. After completing forward, also work this side from a backwards variation. On the backwards jumps, we're going to alternate legs to increase the ability to balance and a little bit more distance on the jump. So we're going to jump from left to right, stick, switch it, stick, stick, stick. We'll also work the hops from the lateral position. So now I'm going to jump to the side, balance on one leg, jump to the side, stick the landing, stick the landing, stick the landing. I can continue to work it in the opposite direction on the way back. So I would go the same leg. Now I'm jumping to the outside, stick and balance, stick and balance, stick and balance.